Well, I think for starters, my first point regarding the BBC's planned axing of 6Music would be that it's imperative that you have stations like that support new music and that support underground music and alternative stuff, and it's important to have that anyway, regardless of the exact station in question. You know, I think that's just an important thing to have anyway, to keep music new and fresh and support new music. But then also personally, you know, my personal experience of 6Music has been of a station that has supported any kind of new project I've been involved in, or any band I've been in, any records I've been putting out. They've been the first ones always, without question. They've been the first to champion it, to have me or have the band in for sessions, and specifically Mark Riley, who's been just incredible. You know, I think I've now done 8 live sessions up in Manchester with him for 6Music, and he's been. I think people don't often realise it kind of works both ways. You know, it's extremely good for a label to see that a band they're supporting and they're releasing a record by is kind of getting that interest from stations. So it kind of gives the label confidence, and it works in every way. It works each way, you know. And also check. What was I going to say? You go in there and you see how they make their programs, and you see how the producers are and how kind of hands off they are with the DJs. And I've seen the very mainstream side of that at the bigger stations, and it's just a joy, you know, to see people so happy and having such a good time and being free to play what they like. And pretty much, I mean, I'm not a particular metal fan, but Bruce Dickinson's show is amazing as well, and I'm not averse to listening to a bit of what's he called, Craig. What's he called?
Craig Charles.
Craig Charles,
yep.
Exactly. Yeah. His funk show.
Funk and soul show.
Yeah.
In Co, of course, as well. It's awesome show.
But it's great, and it's consistently supported a number of bands I've been involved in, and we would have never got that from more mainstream stations, you know. And that's kind of led to other DJs playing our stuff. And also they've been absolutely instrumental in the last session we did with Mark Riley. He was talking about this, and he was kind of a bit irked that Radio 1 and other stations had started picking up on, say, field music and these New Puritans and bands that he's been playing for 3-4 years, you know. And that must be extremely frustrating for him, because he, like I say, he's kind of kept them going almost in the radio, in radio world. He's kind of kept playing them and just kind of kept supporting them when they haven't really broken through. Immediately they've kind of been struggling for a couple of records, and now they're really starting to get somewhere. And I think it's a poor show that Radio 1 and the bigger stations feel like they can just kind of snatch those bands once they've kind of got to a certain level. It kind of defeats the point, really, and I find that really kind of offensive that they'd take on those bands once all the groundwork's been done, and then even consider that 6Music doesn't have a place in radio. You know, I find that really irritating, and I know that he's personally championed bands a long time, and they finally kind of made some headway, and Radio 1 just say, well, thank you very much, we'll play them now. And I think that's really wrong, and kind of just ignores all the good work they've done. Sorry.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know. I think you kind of covered all the bases there. I would just kind of echo those sentiments. I mean, I've just kind of find myself often, you know, listening to 6Music. It's just, I don't know. Everything you said, Tom, really is just, I don't know. I couldn't have said it better myself, personally. You know, it's just, I don't know. I would just kind of urge people to do the, to do the right thing. Get in touch with the the BBC.
I don't even know what it's called. But sorry, you can cut somewhere. Go on, say it again. Sorry.
The BBC consultation.
So you go on their website.
Yeah. So just kind of we would encourage people to get in touch with the BBC consultation through the website, really, and just voice your opinions.
But also, there's like tons of Facebook groups, and much as you say, like they may not be taking any notice of that. But I think any way anyone can show support, complain to the BBC, anything, it's got to be good. I don't know. Is that all right?